what, 21 Jump Street, and then he had a little cameo in Platoon, and then from there, you just thought he was a face, dude. But he did, I remember him doing the Edward Scissorhands.
I feel like he was doing stuff that was really taking you out of that whole pretty boy, like you said, that whole facade of him being just this kind of icon that was looked up to for his looks. He would do roles that were specifically against his looks, you know what I mean? Like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, he didn't want to be like typecast. A lot of these cats out there, they get typecast and they fall into that world, dude. They fall into that hole. And I'm like, dude, you really feel like you're that actor, brother? Like, you're going to put the time and work into it, bro. I've heard a lot of stories about actors that will go the distance, and they'll straight tell you, it's like, dude, I went too far. Because, my psyche is all messed up now, dude. I don't even look at reality the same anymore, dude. I'm like, when that movie started, and now that movie ended, and now that movie has like 5-10 years on it, dude, I'm still fucked up, But sometimes it's a good thing, and you look at it like that, man. They go so deep. We're only human, man. Mm-hmm. We all know that, dude. We've all gone to Comic-Con, and I run into people that actually think they're the superhero. Mm-hmm. I'm like, my dude, I feel you. But, bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling your energy, dude, but, that's just one day or one weekend. So, you got my man right here. He has so many things on his shoulders, and he's put himself in like, dude, I want to make this happen. I want to make this work. I want to make this believable. What do? He does his homework. He's to the point where whatever other actors have done to put themselves in the mindset of their character. Mm-hmm. And some are not that strong to come back, man. It's like when someone reinvents themselves. How many times have we seen that, man? From high school to junior high, from like that. Like, who are you?
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's easy. Yeah, and it's not easy, bro. And some cats just stay in that. So, you look at it in the Hollywood sense, man, we're just human, dude. Our psyche, our mind is, so strong. So, but if you keep on feeding that, dude, you train yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, damn, man, who's he, dog? 10 years ago, that dude was cool. Now he fucking thinks he can leap tall buildings in a single bound. But nah, I think it'll be all right, dude. You got to put aside what Johnny's been doing in his personal life. We don't know the full story.
So basically, separating the artist from the art, right?
Always.
Yeah.
You always. It's how many guys that when they draw, they're admired of who they are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he puts that in his painting, and it's so real, this and that, But as an actor, they're in the same genre, but like I guess in a different category. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, he's had such a hard life, and his father this and his mother that, and he projects that in his painting. It's just beautiful. You don't know where he's been. Mm-hmm. How he grew up, and everyone has their teachers, and their first teachers are from their parents. So you don't know how him growing up and how he handles situations, and and his way to escape that was acting, mm-hmm. and he put that energy into that, and all these directors and screenwriters, like, that's exactly who I was looking for. Yeah, dog, that's your world, fool. Mm-hmm. But I still got to go back to me. They take on so many identities in the Hollywood world, dude. It's hard, man.
Yeah,
it's really hard for these guys. And I think when they do dope, that's the way to like release. But then again, dude, you're playing with so many demons in there. So you hear all these Hollywood stories about these guys that OD and. Or just who they are, like Chevy Chase. You look at Chevy Chase, and Chevy Chase is such a funny guy, dude. But there's stories about this fool throwing his food out and yelling at the people that are serving him. That's not the fuck I want. You're like, yo, Chevy? I didn't know he was a dick.
Yeah.
So we don't know who they are, brother.
That's true, yeah.
It's like ambulance chasers, the guys run after the people that get hurt, man. You can make this money, too. What's up? What's happening? I'll make you like fucking 500,000. It's the same thing. These story guys are just looking for that. I got the people. They're going to read this, and I don't give a fuck what they think. And the rest is all up to you to handle,
Yeah. It's an interesting perspective, man.
That's why I don't know, man. It's like I said, but my biggest thing is like saying, you definitely got to be open-minded and listen to the youth, especially in the entertainment world, from music to movies, culture, fashion.
Nice.
You get a grasp on things and see where things are moving, and you got to adapt, man. Can't be that guy, get off my lawn. Even back in the days, you were fucking Dennis the Menace, dude, And all of a sudden, you're fucking Mr. Crabtree, little bastard.
All right, so moving on for some more news. Guillermo del Toro is developing a stop-motion capture interpretation of Pinocchio exclusively for Netflix, which is pretty wild. I think it's actually a musical too, if I read that correctly.
Guillermo del Toro,
who did he did the Hellboy movies, he did Pan's Labyrinth, he did the more recent Shape of Water, a bunch of Blade 2. He's done a bunch of stuff.
Dude, I have no input on that, brother.
No problem.
But then again, you look at Pinocchio, dude. No one's really touched on him
in a while, right?
Yeah, no, dude. It's a dark ass fucking story if you look at it from Disney's point of view.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, Geppetto's just like, he's just. I feel Geppetto. You know what I'm saying? He's just. Every man, we're talking story-wise, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about, you're always looking for that, someone to carry on your legacy, You know what I'm saying? And who more than your son? So, when he put on that energy on, when he made Pinocchio, he was in a different, he wasn't just making, marionettes and all that shit. He put his heart into that dude. You know what I'm saying? So you think about the character, and you think about, the powers that be, and they felt his energy, and then they gave him a son. But as a son, he had certain responsibilities, But that's definitely Disney, putting their twist on the story too about, don't lie, your nose will grow, and you know what I'm saying? Then he's running with a bad crowd and turns into a donkey. He goes out to like the Never Never Land off the chain, where the rest of the bad boys go. So, I think, if my thing is like this, it's production, homie. If it's done well, you definitely got to be careful on that. It's like, don't go too dark because, who are you? Who are you looking to watch this?
Or who you're aiming it at.
Yeah, who you aiming at, exactly, homie. You want everyone to look at it, or like, is it going to be like Peter Pan with Robin Williams, stuff like that? You definitely can make it a little darker because it's teaching a lesson. It's like, that bad path is nothing but trouble, and to the end, you're just stuck. So I don't know, man. I was like,
well, given his track record, I feel like he likes to do kind of this kind of whimsical adult fairy tales. So if he spins Pinocchio that way, I'll be very interested to kind of see it. And it's pretty cool that he's doing it for Netflix. I feel like Netflix is coming up and having all these kind of swooning all these directors and actors and having all this original content that's really fun. So, and Guillermo's a big name, so I'm interested to see where that goes as the weeks move on into when they start that. But moving on, Killer of the Flower Moon, which depicts the birth of the FBI and one of the most jarring conspiracies in American crime, is getting a film adaptation by none other than Martin Scorsese.
Oh, yeah.
And not only is Scorsese directing, but they already have cast Leonardo DiCaprio as the lead.
So this is the birth of the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody knows the birth of the FBI was just, how blind Uncle Sam is. You know what I'm saying? They don't. I don't know. I'm not getting political and all that. But, back in the days, dude, the government thought they were the smartest guys on earth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But the government and all that was made by the common man. Mm-hmm. So the birth of the FBI is basically. It's like the ATF, you got your local PD, then you got your sheriff, then you got your state, then you got your feds. So, it'd be interesting on I think this is like a fact finder and the fact that we, the liberties that we have, not us as we have, but like as an investigative journalist or somebody that's investigated in those incidences, those accounts, those reports, those I think it'll be good. And this is going mainstream. This is going to be like Hollywood and stuff like that. Because I know Scorsese, he's just
yeah.
I think I don't know, man. It's like I definitely want to. I would watch it. The history of the FBI. I watched a lot of those, like I said on, I don't know, giving a plug to anybody like YouTube or something like that, but it'd be interesting. There's a lot of controversy on J. Edgar Hoover, and if you're looking at the technical part of it, I don't know what Scorsese's going to do with the birth of it, because everybody knows why. The birth of it was not just organized crime. It's just that, like during the Depression, people were hungry, man. Mm-hmm. You got the Bonnie and Clyde, you got the whole Dillinger and all that. So, these guys were basically the entrepreneurs of being criminals. Mm-hmm. And pretty much the Fed, not the feds, but the government themselves had an ABC of doing things, and they just didn't have the manpower, dude. And it pretty much comes to money. So basically, the government had to develop this agency to concentrate on these criminals. Mm-hmm. The day of the cowboy riding in, and the small stick-up kids into the drugstores were over. So the feds had to be developed. So they needed to funnel money into that department, that's solely concentrated on that. So yeah, it'd be cool. Scorsese, he did. I know he did Casino, he did Goodfellas. He even did the Gangs of New York. Mm-hmm. Those are the three I knew he did. And all those movies right now, those are all like, you sit back, you turn on the TV whenever, you'll always watch it. So he has a pretty good insight on those things. He's a major Hollywood name on it, dude. So a lot of doors will be open to him, and a lot of those files are going to be open to the public. So pretty much after 20 years or so, you have to release these cases. Mm-hmm. So if they're building a story and putting it together, yeah, dude. It's like I like to see. Those. It might be one of the movies that'd be like Casino. Casino was like 3 hours long. Yeah. The Gangs of New York was like almost 3 hours long too. I don't know. Personally, dude, I don't like to sit in the movies more than 2 hours. So that's a lot. But with today's cinema and you're lounging these comfy chairs, dude, it might be different though. But yeah, for sure, I'll see that movie.
Nice. Cool. So moving on, Purge creator James DeManco has explained that he plans to end the Purge with the next installment of that film. So this last one that came out was called The First Purge, and which was a prequel to all the movies we already have. Now they've started the Purge television series on USA, I believe, and now I guess the next film will be hopefully the end, because I'm actually not really a fan of these movies, you know, at least since the first one was really good, because it was this fresh concept and it was really kind of pushed